Look at that. I wonder if Boo's been trying to escape. It's a good thing I checked. Stella, Splash, Simba, Boo, Sammy, Richard, Nancy, Goldie, Ziggy, Ringo, Eva, Hydrox, and Ditto. The Lucky Ferals. It is 6:45 a.m. Here's Stella, and I'm still getting ready for my day, but the Lucky Seven were howling at the door. Well, Nancy was. So I went downstairs. I gave them each a tablespoon of crunchies. And Stella, Splash, and Simba, they got a little bit of crunchies this morning also. Stella and Simba also got crunchies at 4 a.m. So I plan on feeding all the cats when I get back. Hopefully I should be back around 9. And I put the music on louder in Boo's room. So he had the music on very low all night. And then this morning I put it on louder. Right now he's resting comfortably on the day sofa. I'm going to have to kind of trick him with a squeeze up or a churu. I'm going to open it and maybe let him take like one lick of it. And then I'm going to have to like distract him, grab him, and put him in the carrier. That's the way I've been doing it. And I'm pretty sure it'll work. So fingers crossed about that. It is 7:10 a.m. and I just got Boo in the carrier. And I swear that music is like a miracle. Because, he was listening to the music. He was very relaxed from it. And I was like, I'm still going to distract him with a churu. So I showed him the churu. He wasn't really interested in it. And I opened the churu, and he still wasn't really interested in it. He went and he jumped back up onto the day sofa because he was walking around on the floor at that point. So I said, I'll put the churu down in front of him. So hopefully, he will mentally focus on the churu and not at what I'm doing. And I literally just picked him up and put him in the carrier. He didn't even fight. He just let me put him in the carrier. And I definitely credit that music. It made a day and night difference. Day and night difference. The past 3 times I've used the music, it has been very easy to get him into the carrier. Very easy. And prior to that, it was very, very difficult. He's not too happy, but we'll probably leave in 15 or 20 minutes, even if I have to leave a little bit early. This is the churu that I opened for him, but he didn't eat it, so I'm giving it to Stella and Simba. They're enjoying it. The one other thing that I've been doing for the past 3 times I've put him in the carrier is wearing this old sweatshirt. It's just a really old, comfortable sweatshirt. It's like this burgundy color. It's made from 100% cotton. It's super soft and comfortable. And I make sure I wear this when I pick him up versus short sleeves. I don't know if that's making a difference, but I don't know. I'm starting to get superstitious. So now every time I need to put Boo in a carrier, I make sure I wear this sweatshirt. That's another tip. And it does keep my arms from getting scratched up. And maybe he feels more secure if I pick him up in a sweatshirt. But I honestly think it's the music, because the way he came out from under the bed last week when I had the music playing, it just told me everything. I just knew, okay, he's responding to the music. And that had happened years ago when I was first playing that music for the cats. I remember, I don't know if it was Simba or somebody was under the bed, and then they came out from under the bed. So that's what made me think of using it, and I'm so happy that I did. I'm also going to be using this music on Splash and the Lucky 7. So last night I was playing it on the TV in the living room, and Splash was relaxing on the play rug, and then this morning, which is the first that this ever happened, my alarm went off at 6 a.m. So I got up and there were 2 cats on my bed. It was Simba and Stella. So I get up to get out of bed. I turn the lamp on next to my bed and I look, and who's laying on the floor near the bed? It's Splash. So Splash was laying on the floor in the bedroom staring at me. He's never done that before. So I gave him a few crunchies. I gave the others a few crunchies. And I was like, I wonder if that's the result of the music in Boo's room, because, Boo had the music on all night. Maybe Splash could hear it through the door, and maybe it's relaxing Splash also. I don't know, but I would like to start using it more. The artist, David Ty, I don't know how to say his last name, I found out he wrote a book. I think it's something about like species appropriate music or something like that. But I want to read that book. It's available on Kindle Unlimited right now. So I want to put that on my reading device and read that. I'm fascinated by the way Boo has reacted to this music. The only thing I wish is that I had some type of portable device that I could put in his carrier that would play the music while once I drop him off, because we're going to listen to it in the car. And then when I'm with him, what I do is I play it on my phone, and I put my phone on the carrier so he could still hear it. I swear it works so good the last trip to the vet. But I can't do that once I drop him off. And I should have thought about that sooner, because I do have an old iPod. I probably could have loaded it up into an old iPod and then figured out some way to attach it to an inside wall of the carrier and then just had it on repeat. I wish I would have thought about that sooner. There's no way to do that in 10 minutes as the iPod's not charged up or anything. Here's Boo. He's in the carrier. He's not too happy about it. We're going to go, Boo, okay? So what I did was I sprayed the inside of this cover with the Feel Away spray, but he's not too happy about it. Okay, Boo, we're going to go, okay? Look at this. Look. Good thing I'm checking this carrier, because the top, look at that. Look at that. I wonder if Boo's been trying to escape. It's a good thing I checked. All right, Boo, we're gonna go. You ready to go? Here's Ziggy, Nancy, and Richard. And they want to come upstairs, but they're not coming upstairs. There's Sammy. I just put the car on. It's pretty cold outside, so I had to put the heater on in the car. And I just checked the traffic. And then traffic says it's going to take 45 minutes to get there. So we are going to leave sooner rather than later, and within a few minutes. So just getting the last of the last things ready. It is 7:29. Boo is in the carrier, in the car. We're just about to leave. Even if it takes us 45 minutes to get there, we'll be within the window from 8 to 8:30. Hopefully he'll be comfortable. I'm going to play his favorite music, and hopefully it'll be a quick ride. I am definitely getting flashbacks from when I took the Lucky 7 to be spayed and neutered, because it was in October and right now it's September, so it's pretty much almost the same time of year. And I used to have to leave in the morning like this, drop them off, and then pick them up. And yeah, getting definitely feeling like I did back then. And then it also reminds me a lot of when I used to commute to work. The longest commute I had was when I commuted from Long Island to Manhattan. I used to take the train, and from the time I left home until the time I got to the office, it was a little bit more than an hour. So that was a pretty long commute. I did that for quite a few years. And then the second longest commute would have been when I was living in the city and then working in New Jersey. So I was living on the Upper West Side of Manhattan, between Lincoln Center and Central Park. And then I was commuting to New Jersey. And that wasn't too bad. So commuting to the office in the morning would maybe take me 20 minutes, but commuting home sometimes would take me a lot longer due to traffic, but usually because it's so hard to find parking, and I wanted to park on the street because it was free versus having to put the car in a garage overnight, which at that time it was probably around $35 or $40 a night to put the car in the garage. And I probably did that once a week, but that was the second longest commute I had. And then once I moved to New Jersey, my commutes were always pretty short. And then, of course, working from home now for the past 4 years, I've had no commute. So the GPS is trying to reroute us around some of the traffic. We are about 22 minutes away from the vet, which is only 8 miles, but there's a lot of traffic. Boo's doing good. He was just meowing at me a little bit, so I was checking on him. I'm telling him that he's going to spend the day at a day camp. It's a day camp for cats, right, Boo? And you're going to relax. It's like a spa day camp, right, Boo? You're gonna relax, and then people are going to make your mouth feel better, okay? They're gonna clean up your teeth, and they're gonna make your mouth feel better, so you're gonna have a spa day, boo. It's a spa day camp, okay? We are 2 minutes away from the vet, and Boo, first he made a pee-pee, and then he pooped. So it's really stinky right now, but thank God we're only 2 minutes away. I dropped Boo off at the vet an hour ago, and yeah, he pooped in the carrier, he peed in the carrier. Thankfully, as soon as I got him inside the vet's office, I said, can I put him in a room, please, so I could clean him up? And they were very nice, and they brought him right into an exam room, and the receptionist helped me clean him up. I mean, it was a very big mess. He took a giant poop. And then the vet came in, and I signed the paperwork, answered some questions, and then I was on my way. So the vet was doing 3 dentals today, and the other animals that I saw go in were 2 dogs. It was a big dog and then a very little dog. So Boo might be the only cat there today. I was hoping it would be all cats, but I think it's 2 dogs and Boo. The vet was very nice to Boo, and he did well, you know, once the carrier was cleaned up and everything. So I'm hoping everything goes well today. And I am now running some early errands. I feel like this is a ritual that I do every time I drop cats off for some kind of procedure. This is what I did every time I dropped a member of the Lucky 7 off for a procedure. I went to the supermarket, so I just went to Trader Joe's, and then I'm gonna run a few more errands. Some stores don't open until 9:30, so that's why I'm just kind of trying to stretch out some time right now. I'll probably be home by 10:30 the latest. I'll give the cats the rest of their breakfast, and then we'll get our day started. She said pickup time is usually between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. So I should expect a phone call from them, and they'll let me know when to pick them up. It's 11:20 a.m. I just got home a few minutes ago, and look what I found in Marshall's. I could not believe it. There's Stella. There's the palm tree scratcher that I found at Marshall's, like, I don't know, several weeks ago, a month ago at this point. And I went to Marshall's to see maybe they got some more in. I thought maybe I'd buy another one. They didn't have that. Instead, they had this. I'm so excited. You have no idea. This is a get around ergonomic pet carrier. And as soon as I saw it, I knew it was pet made, even though it doesn't say it on the tag. Like, it doesn't say pet made on the tag. Like, I didn't see it. But it's the same exact color as the carrier Boo was in today, except the one he was in today is like a rectangle shape, and this is a round shape. Also, the top of it has the same exact, it's like the same exact structure as the other PetMate carriers that I have, except this one is round. So I was super excited because a month ago, when I was having problems getting Boo into a carrier, I was literally searching on Amazon for different shape carriers. Like, I wanted something that was different from the typical rectangular shape that I've been using. I don't know why this did not pop up in a search, because from what I was able to tell today, this has actually been on Amazon since May. So it seems that it's a fairly new product, only a few months old. Maybe it's only been on the market for a few months. And I'm just so happy I randomly found it in Marshall's. The problem was it had no price on it. I looked all over this thing. There was no price on it. So I took it to one of the employees there who was stocking shelves, because they got a lot of inventory and there are a lot of people there just stocking shelves. And I said, can you tell me what the price is on this? So she had to take it to another employee. And while they were talking and discussing it, I looked it up on Amazon, and this is going for, I think it was like $49.99 on Amazon. So that gave me an idea of like what a good Marshall's price would be. So when they came back, she told me $24.99. She goes, we can sell this for $24.99. I was like, yeah, I'll definitely take it. That's like half the price that it is on Amazon. So I just got it home. I have not put it together yet. I'm probably not going to put it together until either later today or even maybe within the next few days. I don't think it's like a top priority today. I have to catch up with other things. But I was so happy to find this. I'm going to be so curious to see if it makes the cats more comfortable to be in this round shape versus the rectangle shape, because they love their round cat beds. They love their round cat towers. You know, they like to curl up. So maybe it'll just be more comfortable for them. Maybe it will keep them calmer. I don't know. So what happened was, after I picked this up, I was passing another Marshall's on the way home, and I said, let me pop into the other Marshall's just to see what they have. Maybe they'll have this carrier also. And look what I got. They had this same exact carrier. They just had one on the shelves, so maybe Marshall's are just getting one in just to kind of test the waters with it. But check the price out on this one. The price on this one is $39.99. So it appears that they're selling these at Marshall's for $39.99. They're selling these on Amazon for $49.99. And I just got really lucky with a really good deal on this one for $24.99. So now I have two of these round carriers, and I'm really happy that they're made by PetMate, because most of my other carriers are PetMate and they're super high quality, super sturdy. Even a cat like Boo has not been able to escape from them. This now brings me up to 11 carriers. So I have 11 cats and I now have 11 carriers. Two of the carriers are not hard-sided and they're not PetMate. One is like a soft-sided, almost like a duffel bag type carrier, which I don't know if I really trust, because, you know, Sammy, she's a tiny cat. She was able to get out of a bag with zippers. So I don't know if I trust zippers with the cats. And then the other one is the sport pet carrier that I was using with Boo and Stella and the kittens when they were living outside. And that worked great until Boo escaped from that one. So I'm kind of hesitant to use those two, but I do have them if I need to. Since Boo is spending the day at the vet's office, I think I'm going to put all of this bedding from the day sofa in the laundry. I'll give this a good washing, and then I'll put it in the dryer, and then I'll have everything fresh for when he comes back. I don't know how long he's going to stay in this room or how long his recovery is going to be. So I think it would be a good idea to do that now. Look what else I picked up on the way home. So Marshall's is near Hobby Lobby, and I haven't been in Hobby Lobby in a long time. So I was like, let me just walk through there and see what they have. And they had like all their Christmas stuff 50% off already. And I got this. So this is a bell garland. It's basically really rustic looking, which I kind of like. It looks like, I don't know, like kind of twine or something. And then it has these bells. And as soon as I saw this, I said, oh my gosh, this is going to be perfect for the bottom of the Christmas tree, because I always hang bells around the bottom of the Christmas tree. And the fact that this is a garland is just going to make it really easy to hang a bunch of bells around the bottom of the tree. I like how it looks. The gold is really kind of shiny. I would have liked it if it was more like a vintage weathered appearance, but it's fine. And it's not too heavy, because my concern always is it's going to be too heavy and is it going to like droop the bottom of the tree. So, I mean, there's a little bit of weight to these because they are real metal, but it's not like too heavy. So I think if I drape it around, not the edges of the branches on the bottom, but kind of like the middle of the branches on the bottom, then I think it'll do really good, and it'll be plenty of bells. So it'll be more bells than I've ever had around the bottom of the tree. So that'll be really good. And this was half price. So the full price was $8.99. So I got it for like $4.50. I thought that was a great deal. So I'm just going to put this away and take it out around Christmas time. It is 2:30 p.m. and Boo's room has been completely refreshed. We have freshly laundered linens on his day sofa. This is his side table, and I cleaned this off. So we have a bunch of chew-roos here. We have some spring water in case I need to mix some water into his food. We have soothing all-purpose wipes. We have the Vetericyn Hydrogel for his neck. We have the Fellaway Classic Spray. I use that on the carrier. Some tissues. This is the flea dip. This is the flea comb. If I get any fleas on him, I trap the fleas in a piece of toilet paper and then I dunk it in the water. And so that's pretty much everything we need here on this table. And I vacuumed the floor as best as I could quickly. This is the CD player boombox that is going to be playing his favorite music. And I also cleaned the windows, and it has the fresh runner near the windows. There's no stains on the runner. It's been there a day or two now, so I'm just keeping it there. It's almost 3 p.m. Here's Simba and Splash, and I just realized that there's some guy outside cutting tree branches down. I guess he is the landscaper from next door. Anyway, I just got the phone call from the vet about Boo. He only had to have 4 teeth taken out. So it was the fang, the loose fang. She said that once they got him under anesthesia, that it was, definitely very loose. So she took that out. And then she took out 4 of the little front teeth. I think they're called incisors. She said that they were starting to get loose and rotting. So she took those out. And she said he still has a lot of teeth, and he has all of his chewing teeth. She was concerned about his back teeth, like on the sides, because they had a lot of tartar. But she said once they cleaned them up, she said that they're all in really good shape. So she said all his chewing teeth are in really good shape. It was just some of the front teeth that needed to come out. I am so happy that it was only 4 teeth because, in my mind, I was thinking, how many teeth is he going to have out? And I was definitely hoping, like, she was not going to tell me, like, it's, the whole mouth. She said he did really well under anesthesia. Everything went fine. He's resting comfortably now. And then I could pick him up around 4 p.m. So I have to just hurry up, finish what I'm doing, and then get up there. But hopefully it'll be before rush hour starts. So I have to keep him on soft food. She says to keep him on soft food for around 5 days until his mouth heals. I'll probably keep him on soft food for a week. But then he could go back to eating whatever he wants, she said. And so that should be good. And I'm so happy that he still has all those chewing teeth because he could eat, his favorite chunky raw meat, and that would be good. Also, she said that she kept all the teeth. So I'm really happy about that because I forgot to tell her that if she took out the fang, please keep it because I have his other fang and, I want this one also. And she said that she always keeps all the teeth, any teeth that she takes out. So very, very happy to hear that things went well and that I get to pick him up earlier rather than later. It is 5:10 p.m. We just got home. I'm going to let Boo out. Boo has a bandage on his leg where he had his IV. And she said to leave that on for a good hour and then to unravel it and not to cut it off. How you doing, Boo? So they took out his fang and his other 3 little front teeth. He is prescribed gabapentin for 2 weeks. She said to make sure he has it for at least a week in his dinner at night, just once a day. And he was also given an antibiotic injection. I believe it's the Serenia. So that's like a 2-week antibiotic injection. And, Covenia? Is it the Covenia? Serenia? I don't know. I have to look it up. But basically, it was a 2-week antibiotic injection. And then she gave me enough gabapentin for 2 weeks. Although she said, monitor him after a week, see how he's doing. She says it's going to take him a full 2 weeks to heal, but he might do a little bit better. It's so weird to look at him without any of the top fangs. He doesn't have any top fangs left. His bottom 2 fangs are very strong. She said they're very healthy. A lot of whatever teeth he has left is very healthy. So she said he still has a lot of teeth left. He did really good. And, he might still be a little bit groggy from the anesthesia. He was under for almost 45 minutes. She says that's fairly common. How you doing, Boo? How you doing, Boo? How you doing, Boo? Oh, you look so different, Boo. Oh, poor Boo. Poor Boo. He's missing his teeth. You're missing some of your teeth, Boo. I got to get used to Boo without his top fangs. So I just want him to relax in his room. I don't want him jumping around. I'm not going to give him any food yet. She said to give him food around 7 p.m. She said that this needs to stay on him because it's putting pressure on like where the IV injection was. I wonder if I could give him a squeeze up. I don't know if I could give him a squeeze up or not, because they could still be kind of nauseous from the anesthesia. So that's why I don't want to do too much. Although one of the shots that he got was to keep him from being nauseous from the anesthesia. He's acting a little weird. Most likely from the anesthesia that he was on. One thing I forgot to do is scoop the litter. I wanted to scoop all the litter before I went and picked him up. But I didn't expect for them to say, oh yeah, pick him up by 4 o'clock. So I still have to do that. Okay, you're going to relax there. Okay. I should probably wipe him down with the pet wipes because, you know, he pooped in the carrier, and even though we did clean the carrier out really good, he might not feel clean from it. It's 6:30, so I'm going to come in here and take Boo's bandage off of his arm. Boo, were you eating litter? Were you eating litter? What's on your mouth? What's on your mouth? You were eating litter? Why are you eating litter, Boo? Boo just had a churu, and I got his bandage off. It was a little tricky to get it off, but I got it off. So, we're making progress. He actually ate a churu. He didn't want one like an hour ago, but he just had one. And I'll give him his dinner around 7 with his gabapentin. Okay, Boo. You had it, okay? Just, we have to go easy, okay? We got to go easy and slow. He keeps rubbing on his carrier. So I scooped all the litter, and you're going to jump? You're not supposed to be jumping. Okay. You're going to relax? Lick what's left on that? No? Okay, you're doing good, Boo. You're doing really good. You're doing really good, Boo. He tried to jump onto the shelves by the window, and then he misjudged it, so he didn't really make it. So then he jumped up on the cat tower. You need to still relax, Boo. So they say when cats have anesthesia, it could take 24 hours to really get out of their system, even potentially 48 hours. I was looking online because, you know, Boo's still not himself. He's still kind of like, what's going on? But he's getting better. I want to spend, you know, a good amount of time in here just relaxing with him and just making sure he's okay. But I do need to get all the other cats fed. I need to put water in all the water bowls. And I need to take the garbage out. It's garbage day. And I need to get to bed early today because I have to be up early. I have to be up at 6 o'clock tomorrow again for another early appointment. So at least I don't have to take a cat with me tomorrow. So that's going to make it a lot easier. I don't have to worry about getting a cat in a carrier or anything. So here are the 2 PetMate carriers next to each other. So the one I've been using is on the right, and this is the rectangular one, and then the new round one is on the left. So overall, they are really similar in size. It does look like the rectangular carrier is a little bit bigger inside. Also, the rectangular carrier is a little bit taller, but I think it's also a little bit narrower. I think the round one is a little bit wider. This is how they compare if I put one on top of the other. So the rectangular one is definitely a little bit longer, and the width is pretty similar. I think the round one is just a little bit wider. But check this out. So this is the round cat bed that Sharon made for the cats. It is a perfect fit for this carrier. Like, perfect. So I could actually put a cat bed inside these carriers. How amazing is that? Like, how comfortable would that be for the cats? To be able to travel in a cat bed. The cats would be able to travel in their cat bed. The only problem we would have is like today with Boo when he pooped and peed in the carrier. But I could put the cat bed in the carrier, and then I could put the training pads on top. So at least that would offer some protection to the cat bed. But these cat beds are machine washable, so I could always, you know, if one gets soiled, I could always put it in the washing machine. But I cannot believe what a perfect fit that is. That is such a perfect fit. So here's what I'm going to do. I am just going to leave this here with the cat bed in it. And let's see if anyone goes in on their own. So this cat bed was like on the floor under this little record unit. So I put the cat bed in here and I'm going to leave this here. And we'll just see if anyone uses it. It's about 7:15 p.m. and I just gave Boo a churro with the gabapentin in it. I had to put a little bit of Fortiflora on top. Hopefully he'll eat this whole thing. Once he eats this, he should start feeling better because the gabapentin will kick in. Thank you for watching this Lucky Ferals video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you'd like me to post more videos, and please make sure to check out these other videos that were selected especially for you.